when a client first comes into office and a lawyer tells them that they know what their case is worth, they're making a big mistake, you really don't know. Normally, I wait a year, and they refer to that as what they call maximum medical improvement. You know, basically it takes a year after an injury to reach an end result and see where you stand medically. If a client has to have surgery during the process, then usually it's 1 year after the surgery is done that they've reached what they refer to as maximum medical improvement. And at that point, we're in a position to evaluate the case. The way that's normally done is that we send them back to their treating physician and ask them for a final evaluation. And at that point in time, the doctor will come back and tell us whether or not there's any kind of a permanency, if they have a permanent partial disability, what the future medical expenses are going to be. And at that point in time, once we've gotten to that point, I'm in a position to evaluate the case and then sit down with the client and talk about the values and talk about an appropriate demand to the insurance company. But I really think that it's a mistake for any attorney really, to give a client right in the beginning an idea as to what the case is. Some people have very successful recovery. Some people have a lot of problems with lifelong issues, and it takes a long time for things to shake out. So usually I advise clients, as a rule of thumb, basically to wait a year before we try to evaluate the case and put a number on it.
Yeah, Bill's had cases where it seems in the very beginning that it's a relatively minor case, and the insurance company has called the client up and offered them maybe $3,000. Well, it turns out after they've gone through treatment and the doctors have got involved and they've seen how serious the injury is, the case could be worth much, much more than that. And so that it would have been a real shame if people had settled early. So putting values on the case early is not a good idea, whether it be the insurance company doing it or the client or the lawyer.
Yeah, I had a dear friend of mine who was involved in a car accident, and the other driver ran a red light and totaled his car, and it appeared to be a minor injury at the time, and he was proceeding with the fact that it was a neck, they referred to as a soft tissue injury type case. But as time went on, he started to have some issues as far as his vision and discovered the fact that he had suffered a fractured orbital and a traumatic brain injury. It was a real lesson to me in terms of the fact that you really have to wait and make sure that we know exactly where the client stands medically in terms of any type of issues, and then we're in a position to better evaluate the case, with the insurance company.